Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or XJaws, and today I'm bringing you guys a Domination gameplay on the map Stadium. And the new First Strike map pack has been out for about a week and a half now, and I think this is only the second gameplay that I've ever posted on the map Stadium, and the first one that's a regular team-based game, and not a wager match gameplay. So this is not a coincidence, actually. I'd like to kind of talk about this. So Stadium is actually one of the maps in the new map pack that is definitely a weakness for me. It is the only one that I really have had some difficulty with playing, and I'll tell you why. It seems as though, and if this doesn't make sense, let me explain, but it seems as though this is one of the maps in the Call of Duty series, and I'm not trying to make an excuse, and I'm not trying to say that it's a flaw with the map, but it seems like it's a map that doesn't have flow to it. And I know that might sound weird to a lot of people, like, saying a map doesn't have flow to it, but let me try to explain what I mean. Basically, let me sort of set precedent. If you think of other maps like Bog, for example, Bog from Call of Duty 4, I know I'm talking about a game from 2007 that a lot of you guys may not have played, but if you think of Bog, that map had flow to it. If you were on a certain area of the map and your teammates were as well, you would know where the enemies are. I really like that about that map. It just played really well. As you just saw right there, I got really lucky with that guy who tried to noob tube me. I just had to point that out. But yeah, that was a map that played really well, and a lot of people really enjoyed it because of that. Another map that had a lot of more or less flow to it, I would say, is the map Terminal from Modern Warfare 2. And you might not think that that's a map that has, that plays really well, but the spawns work very well consistently, in my opinion. There were times where people would rush into the building near the A spawn in Domination, and get someone spawning right behind them, but really that's their own fault, trying to screw with the spawns like that. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if you have C and D on that map, there's no question whatsoever that the enemy is going to be spawning in that little building by A, and that sort of created a dynamic to that map and many other maps in the Call of Duty series that allow you to play them with a little bit of flow. I'm not going to say that word anymore, but basically that's what I'm saying that this map doesn't really have, and it kind of makes it a little bit difficult to play for me. And what I ultimately find is that there's very, very few areas on this map that I can stay at and still feel comfortable. So while I can play this map with an SMG running around with like a Spectre or AK-74U and play just as efficiently as I could on a lot of other maps, when I'm trying to use an assault rifle, which seems to be most of the time when I'm playing Black Ops, I sort of have difficulty playing this map efficiently and playing the objective sometimes because of the fact that there's only a couple spots on this map that I like. But for Domination, luckily, those 3 spots that I like all work really well with playing the objective. So the 3 spots I'm going to talk about in this video are the one that I'm in right now, this little balcony over here, the scaffolding area, the building, by the way, that's attached to the scaffolding, and then the other one is a building that's sort of right across from me right now. If you look on my screen, there's sort of a balcony across from me as well on the second story. So basically the 3 areas that I like on this map are the 3 second story areas that are all surrounding the B flag, that give you maybe not a direct line of sight onto the flag, but at least give you an opportunity to throw a Semtex onto it. So this area right here and the other 2 areas that I mentioned are all very high traffic areas. A lot of people like to go to them. So I'm not acting as though I'm telling you guys some sort of secret or anything like that. But as is the case with a lot of these spots, they can be dangerous to stay in. So what I will tell you is that what I really like these spots for is exactly what I said I like to do with these spots before. I like to get up into these spots, spend maybe 30 seconds in them, usually less, and throw a Semtex onto the B flag, or just put myself into a position where if I don't have other teammates who are willing to play the objective or willing to kill the people, go for the people who might be capturing our objective, it just puts me in a really good situation to take those guys out and help my team win the game. So that's why I kind of like those 3 spots, and they all seem to work relatively well, and they're all easily guarded by a single claymore, which is a great feature of any good spot that you want to stay in. There's another example of where the spawns sort of seem to mess up. We were actually controlling the B flag and the C flag on that area, I think not just that time, but one other time in this map, and for some reason they spawned there. Even, I think it was earlier in this game, they were controlling A, and we had B and C, and they for some reason spawned in between B and C, and just kind of another example of where this map sort of seems to lack consistency, which can be pretty annoying for me, but it's not too bad on this map. I mean, it's not the worst. Anyway, guys, this game's wrapping up. Finished up this game, calling in my gunship, and then being pretty unsuccessful at getting my chopper gunner in the game as well. So even though I didn't get to call that in, I still ended up with a pretty good score. I think the final score of this game was 45 kills and 4 deaths. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to give the video a rating, that would really help me out. Oh, I got 2 captures and 5 defends. People want me to mention that more often. Sorry. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. And you know, again, I really appreciate it when you guys rate the videos. That's pretty much all I ask for, other than, you know, watching the videos, is that you rate them. And yeah, that'd be awesome. I'll see you guys later. Bye.